So, check this out. What we've been doing is we've been working on quadratics, right? And what you've learned so far is you've learned how to multiply two things together. Like, you've learned how to FOIL this sucker and make him a quadratic, right? So there's two ways you can look at a quadratic. There's two forms that we've got. And my computer's not responding with a big circle. All right, there we go. There's two forms of what we got. We can either look at this thing as x minus 2, x plus 4, right? That's one form. Or we can make it look like a quadratic and we'll FOIL this out. Let's try that. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of recapping the whole thing. Got it? So x minus 2, x plus 4, if I want to FOIL that, how do you do that again? Do you guys remember? First, so that would be x times x, so it would be x squared. What else? X times 4, which is plus 4x. Inner. Negative 2x. And last, minus 8. Cool? So this is actually x squared plus 2x minus 8. So this, you can easily identify as a quadratic formula. Can you guys see? Can you guys even come close to seeing? Is it too small? Alright. Cool. I'm sorry I don't have the big setup. If next week Wednesday if we get a lot of people in, just let me know. Email me and say, hey, I'm coming in. And it's not that you can't come in if you don't email me. I just want to know, so I want to know if I should. Alright. So next week Wednesday, you guys are all going to be here? Alright, then I'll set up the big setup early on. I'll ask the teachers, whatever. Alright. So check this out. One way to look at this equation is you can look at it like that, in that form, with it all put together. And that's x squared, blah, blah, blah. Another way you can look at it is in this form. And those mean the same thing, right? Those are the same thing, they just look a little different. It's like Brandy looks the same, she just wears different clothes, hopefully.
Do I wear different clothes?
You kind of, well, after you shower. Like every week at least. Right? So, I think you shower every week.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
I think that's a safe estimate.
I think it's a little weird for a teacher to ask like your showering habits, but I would assume that it's at least a week between you when you last showered, because I can't smell you from here.
Just once.
All right. Anyways, let's go on. So we have two ways to look at this quadratic equation, right? And there's actually going to be a third way, and I'm going to show it to you. In fact, actually, the third way kind of looks like this: y equals ax plus, or no, it's x minus h squared plus k. And you guys are like, I've never seen that one before, right? Have you seen that before? Well, you kind of have, because we covered like the last two chapters kind of doing this stuff. But I didn't put h's and k's in there, I put actual numbers in there. And then when I put numbers in there, like let's say k equals 3. Look at what the equation is and look at what happens if k equals 3. What would you say this parabola does? It goes up 3, right? This is what we're talking about, moving it up, moving it down, right? What does A do? I mean, we're recapping the whole thing. So A does what? That number in front of the x, that the stuff that's being squared. If that's let's say it's a negative number.